What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from Ellison Brewery Spirits, and they're out of East Lansing, Michigan, and this is their Gravity Shift. So this is a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout that is brewed with Ecuadorian Cocoa nibs and Tahitian Vanilla beans. Comes in at 14% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed in time of review. I think this can is about 13 months old. So I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to my good friend and fellow beer tuber, Eric over at EricALionsFan. I'll post a link in the description box to not only Eric's channel, but the beer mail unboxing video I did of all the beers he sent my way. And yeah, he actually I believe in the comment section of the beer mail unboxing video I did, he said that this one was right around a year old when he sent it. And I went to Ellison's Facebook page, and sure enough, they released this in early February of 2018. So yeah, this is right around 13 months old. Now, I haven't had any darker beers from Ellison. Eric sent me their double dry hopped Nelson Evolution, double dry hopped Mosaic Evolution that I did a side-by-side comparison review of, and both of those were pretty solid beers. He also sent me their amber ale, which was a well-made amber. So I'm really excited to give this one a go. Ellison seems to be the favorite brewery of quite a few beer tubers that I know, Eric being one of them, and also Tyler over at Review the Brew. He's really digging their stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping that this one is as delicious as it sounds. 14% though, this is a big beer. I'm gonna get fucked up. Anyway, let's give it a crack and give it a pour into the Willoughby Brewing Company, a Nut Smasher snifter here. We'll go about halfway. This is a big beer. Can't be going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Cheat a little bit. Anyway, yeah, that pours out super deep, just like pitch black color. About a half finger of a straight up like mocha colored head. Pretty creamy looking, slightly, well, actually quite compact. The bubbles are looking and creamy. Decent amount of bigger bubbles, but yeah, it's dissipating quite quickly at 14%. I don't expect this head to last. It's probably going to be a thin film pretty quickly. Anyway, let's get a nose on it. The alcohol legs on this is just, yeah, it's insane at 14%. Wow, that smells like a rich, boozy Imperial Stout. Yeah, tons of just like straight on milk chocolate. This is a very sweet nose. Milk chocolate, those vanilla beans are here as well. Yeah, all that cacao and vanilla right off the top, huge. The barrel's there. It's accentuating those vanilla beans, adding in ever so slight like oak tannin presence. Tons of sweetness though. Huge, big, rich, malty character to this one. There's underlying like caramel and toffee. There's dark fruit. A little bit of like molasses. A little bit of molasses. Yeah, definitely some molasses. Wow. Ever so slight touch of like black licorice as well. This smells boozy, but I wouldn't peg this at 14% based on the nose. I would say more like 10, 11. Ooh, a little bit of like a fudge there as well. Yeah, this is super complex on the nose. This smells like it's going to be super sweet but delicious, and I hope that it's both. Anyway, cheers. Actually, I shouldn't say that I hope that it's super sweet, but I'm kind of in the mood right now for a super sweet beer. So anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, as I said, and thanks again, Eric. Ooh. Wow, one thing I did, I had 12 different tasting notes probably, or 12 different aromas. And wow, hang on, just hang on. First off, is it boozy? Sure, it's boozy. Is it 14% boozy? Nope. This is, dare I say, dangerous, despite the fact that I can tell this is a 10 or 11% beer. That's 16 ounces of a 14% beer. By the end of that, I'm going to be feeling great. The one thing I didn't mention in the aroma, though, because I wasn't getting it, this has this huge, big, like, just brownie batter, like fudge brownie batter character to this one. It's just even like a fudge brownie, not even the batter part, just like a fudge brownie. Body at 14%. Eric Gilbert, Paul, I know, whatever. It's a bit thin. This is probably like lower, it's like medium full body. It's not straight on full. It is definitely thick. It's just not like super viscous and what I'd expect from a 14% beer. You're talking a 14% beer. 14% beer, I want to chew it. Personally, that's what I want. Not getting that. But again, the barrels probably thin this out quite a bit. Mouthfeel, definitely carbonated, slightly spritzy, but it has a nice soft, smooth component to it, so it's fine. The mouthfeel's fine. I think for a beer like this, I would want a little bit less carbonation, but that's, again, a personal preference. The taste is really, really tasty. It's good. It's damn good. There's a lot of chocolate to this one, from the base malt, the cacao nibs. It's giving you milk chocolate. It's giving you dark chocolate. The vanilla comes in. It's almost like a milk chocolate vanilla pudding on top of like a fudge brownie. It's the best way I can describe it. It finishes relatively sweet, but it dries out a decent amount from that alcohol, and it doesn't balance it out necessarily. It just makes it a little bit more drinkable from that aspect without that dryness and that alcohol on the palate. I think that I could probably drink like maybe half of this as is. I'm gonna be able to tear this up. This is gonna go down. The oak presence, the barrel presence isn't huge. I think I'm tasting more of like the cacao nibs, more of the vanilla beans, but there definitely is like a little bit of oak tannin, a little bit of vanilla mixing in with the barrel itself, along with the vanilla beans. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. This is a sipper. This is a sipping beer. Probably take me an hour to drink this. And each time I go back for more, like something else hits me right there. Got a big blast of like caramel and toffee. Not as heavy on the dark fruits as what I was perceiving in the aroma. On the palate, it's more of just chocolate, vanilla, sweetness. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking good beer. I'm really digging this. This is probably the best Ellison beer I've had, out of all the 4 I've had. So Gravity Shift, bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout with cacao nibs and vanilla. Yeah, I would probably give this a 4.5 out of 5. It's really tasty. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad Eric dove into his cellar head first. Dove right in there. He was like, yeah, I'm going to send you Gravity Shift. And I'm like, all right. Actually, he never told me. This just showed up. I had no idea it was coming. And this is the best surprise of the box. So I appreciate you sending this one to me, Eric. I do appreciate it quite a bit. It's fun to try, a bunch of different styles from a brewery. Now, I've had their hop forward offerings. I've had an amber ale, and I've had a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout with adjuncts. Yeah. Ellison does pretty good stuff, especially this beer. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate Eric sending me this beer. And until the next one, cheers.